We're live. You can't hear me. Tom can't hear me. Oh no.
Morning.
Oh, there he is.
Can you hear me?
Yep. All right. We're live. Whoop. Wrong deal. I gotta get situated a little here. Let's see.
Todd.
Yes. Da, da, da. All right. The World Traveler returns. How are you today, Tom? Can you hear me?
Hmm.
Can you hear me now? Tom is still cruising. Can everybody hear me?
Test.
Tom, huh? I don't know if Tom can hear me or not. How was Russia, Tom? You hear both of us. Okay. I hear Tom. I don't know if he can hear me. That's funny. Tom, put your earphones on. Da, 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 da. He's lost somewhere in the Atlantic Ocean. That's a cool picture. He took it. Now I can't hear you, Tom. Tom, turn your sound on.
Test.
Hey, yeah, I heard you that time. Yeah, he went on vacation, forgot how to do live stream. So anyway, it's Monday.
Todd.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Todd.
Yes. I hear you. Hmm. Yeah, I can hear you fine, Tom.
Well, I glad someone flipped over to the chat. Let me see what's going on. That's what's going on.
Yeah, plug those suckers in. Ground control to Major Tom. Uh, Elton John sure put out some good music. He's a flake of a guy, but he did a bunch of good music. So, here we are on a Monday morning, and show's over. Nah. So who we got here? Let me say hi to everybody. We got the bum crack picker all the way from merry old England. Jabus from merry old wherever you're from, I forgot. This lag, of course. Phil, the Texas Bandit, from he's checking in from 1836. Well, that Texas Independence somewhere around there. Ping G, how are you doing? Robin. Yeah, it's Monday. Mhm. And as we used to say on Victoria's channel, it doesn't matter what one hill of beans what day it is. When you're a reseller, you're working all the time. Or not working all the time. Neo reps from Cyprus, really? Tom's still cruising. Yep, here we go. And we got Jennifer. Welcome in, Jennifer. Earphones. He still doesn't hear me. This gets better every minute. Well, sure it does. He ain't gonna figure it out. I'm so glad Tom is back. Yeah, makes for a good show, doesn't it? Technical issues. South Carolina. That's where you're from, huh? You're pretty close to Tom. Sunny Cypress. Gee, Cypress. Did y'all ever recover from your economic collapse? Probably not totally. It's like saying, did we recover from inflation? No, we haven't recovered from inflation. Uh, Tom, go get your kid to help. Yeah, can't hear. Or was he Tom? His pretty little face? No, that his background there, he took that picture. That's of the Atlantic Ocean from yesterday or the day before. Tom is talking? I don't hear Tom now. Anyway, he'll get it figured out. Maybe you need to leave and come back in, Tom. Snap your fingers. Can't hear you.
Test. Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Okay,
Can you hear me?
we'll use that one.
11 minutes into the show, you finally figured your sound out.
Yeah. Well, it's been a while. Cat's probably doing meow talk or something.
Okay, thanks for tuning in, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow on Tom's channel. Our showtime is over. Hey, Cruiser. Did y'all have fun?
Yeah, we had a great time.
Nice. All right, all right, all right.
Roberta wants some money.
She did. Like the first day, didn't she? Like the first
Yeah.
hour y'all played, y'all were up like $2,000 or $3,000 the first hour. I'm like, holy crap.
Yep. Can you still hear me?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. She won 4,200 her first pot. Now let me tell you something. Let me tell
Tell
you
me something.
anything. If you go on a cruise, anything you don't want to win anything over at $1,000 at a time, because if you do, the little man comes out in a suit and he gets all your pertinent information, including your social security number, because he's filling out a W-9.
Sure. That goes as income.
So if it's under 1,000, then it just stays in your machine, and then
Yep.
you can cash it out at the ATM. So now I got to call the CPA and say, do we need to just go ahead and add an extra $1,000 to cover part of that?
It's better to win $800 5 times then.
Yeah, absolutely. Because you can table it.
Yes, you do get to count your losses, but you have to be able to prove your losses.
Yeah.
And it's
So we got to get the
Sally, the upside down picker, used to collect all the used up scratch cards from her convenience store and sell those. And she wouldn't get very much for them, but she would sell like a stack of 50 of those, and people would use those for tax write-offs for their gambling.
Also, some states like South Carolina used to, I don't know whether they still do or not. You could get points. You'd record the cards and you'd get points, and you could use those points for drawing special drawings and whatnot.
I thought Beth already had 1,000 subs. Bumcrack Pickers saying Beth nearly at 1,000.
Yeah, she's been beating around that 980, I think, for a while now.
Really? I thought like a year ago she had gotten over 1,000.
She's been trying, and that's including all of my 8 different YouTube names. You know what? We pick up lottery tickets, but we don't do any other gambling, and we got casinos all over the place around here now. We just don't. I mean, we just don't go. But when we're on the ship, we'll gamble a little bit of money. But they were having a elite gamblers thing, so the casino was pretty full all the time. You had to get up really early, which was okay because we're kind of early risers. Because if you're an elite gambler with Carnival, that means you're not paying for room, you're not paying for drinks, you're not paying for food. Oh, speaking of food, if you do go Carnival, go to the steakhouse one night. It's gonna cost you $50 a person, but I'm gonna tell you what, that steak I had was worth every penny we paid. And actually, you could feed 3 10-year-olds with that steak. It was so big. No Peely tickets at the club. What club do you go to, Anissa? So anyway, we had a
So
good time. Beautiful weather.
I play online poker, and my wins have paid for all the poker for like the last year.
Well, good.
Plus, I did buy one little gold coin. So, but poker's a different thing. It's like if you're a pretty good player, a lot of times you can win more than you lose. Because even though the house gets a big payout, if you're good enough, then and a lot of times it doesn't matter if you're good or not, because a lot of times you can count on other players to be kind of bad. So I have another gamble.
What did you
Uh,
buy?
well, about 5 months ago, 6 months ago, I bought this gold ring. I think I've shown it before.
Mm-hmm.
I paid $650 for it. And uh, so who's going to do that? It sold for $850 plus some shipping. And with tax, the buyer paid $918. So
On something like that, do you ship it like express overnight, or do you just ship it regular
I ship it
priority?
regular, but I put insurance and signature required. So
Damn, you're cheap.
the eBay fees were 119, well 120. So that left me with 794. Shipping is going to be about $20, which leaves me with 773. I paid 650, and that leaves me with $129 profit. Now, do you do that deal? Who would do that deal? Yeah, nice penmanship. I know my penmanship sucks. Thanks for pointing that out, Beth.
Well, at least he can write scripty, cursive, curly cues.
But
Yeah, yeah, that's a pretty good.
would you spend $650 to make 129? Of course, of the 129, the United States federal government's going to get about 15% of that. So take home spendable income. What's 129 times 85%? Let's see. 129 times 0.85. That's about a $110 profit. Take home spendable income.
Now, if you put that in a money market, which ain't paying shit these days,
Yes.
you would have made, let's see, six. Somebody's good at math. Figure out 6% of 680 and tell me what that is. And divide that by.
650.
So you'd have made about $30 off of a money market.
But you still got to pay tax on that.
Right.
So about $27.
That's the reason I always say just keep money in savings. And if you
26.
run across a deal, you got the money up front. And if you're actively looking, then you will find something to make up for that.
Jay, but I mean, you never know. I thought it would be a quick flip because if you went to a jeweler and bought this, it would be at least 1,500. But the guy got it for all in 918.
Have you ever taken anything like that to the jewelers that buy and see what they give you?
I have, but they're not going to give you more than melt value. So the melt value, let's see, let's just check it. All right, let's weigh it out here.
Oh, he's got his
Just so
illicit
you know,
narcotics
I mean,
scale.
just so you see what I do. Uh, this is 12.7 grams. Okay. Da, da, da. Entire screen. And we go to gold calc. Here we go, 12.7 grams. And this is 14 karat gold. And the melt value of this is 557.23. So a jeweler would pay maybe $500 for it. So it doesn't pay to flip to a we buy gold and silver plays, or we buy, or a jewelry store. It's best to sell it on eBay. Would have been better to sell it peer to peer, but uh, yeah. So there you go. I'll take my $110 profit after taxes, after fees, after shipping. But
And that's after what? How long did you say you'd had it?
I had it probably 5 months, so I tied up $650 for 5 months. Dun, dun.
And now you've got $650 to play with.
Uh, I don't know if shipping would be. I don't think it would be cheaper on the pirate ship. Probably about the same. Listing coins. Several silver dollars I want to list on eBay. I meant to list them separately, not as a group. How would I do that?
Are they all the same date?
That's not his question. Um, I would list them separately, but I mean, you can list them together or separately. I don't think it makes a hill of beans.
Well, I think he's talking about. To me, I interpret what he's saying is he wants to list them separately, but since they're all silver dollars, you'd have to specifically say to get to not get the duplicate listing, alert. Um, you would need to put silver dollars 1936 D, 1942 S, whatever, in the description to make sure they're not the exact same listing. Does that make sense?
But
Do
don't have to.
similar. Can he do like sell similar and then just go in and change it?
Yeah, sell similar, change the pictures, zip zap. Coins are easy to list. It only
Yeah.
takes like 3 pictures, if that many, and you know, be careful on estimating um, the how nice they are. You don't want to put on there very fine if it's not very fine. You don't want to put on there almost uncirculated if it's not almost uncirculated. And if you're not a coin grader, um, yeah, you could get anger customers real fast. Yeah, D means the Denver Mint, and S means San Francisco Mint, and no letter means Philadelphia Mint.
Excuse me.
Yeah, I mean you could reuse you could do sell similar, but just make sure you make all the different changes, dates and mint marks, and I would think Neo silver went up so much that a little correction at least is not a horrible thing. Shoot, I was kind of proud when silver went over $22, and that was, boy, it did come down a bunch this morning. It's down $1.37 just this morning. That's a significant drop. And gold has come down not near as much, but gold is down too. But shoot, gold was 23.70 and now it's 23.37, so it's not come down all that much. Yeah, I think it will stop dropping. I thought a good base was 28 bucks an ounce, but it went way below that on silver.
Sorry, that was my gold dealer, a gold dealer saying, "Good morning, Mr. Hux. We have a great deal on some gold this morning," and blah blah blah. He never did give the company he was with, and I said, "I'm sorry, I'm on a conference call with my gold dealer right now. I'm sorry, I have to go."
So I imagine that the dealers are scrambling because with the recent increase in the price of gold, the buyers have thinned out because for the last 6 weeks ish,
Mm-hmm.
gold has really been up. Let's see. Yeah, since like the 1st of March, gold went from 2050 to 2336. So I imagine a whole bunch of folks who, just buy gold and silver steadily, like month by month, they're looking at that and going, ooh, I better wait a while to see if it comes back down a little bit. So I imagine the gold and silver dealers are kind of scrambling around trying to, of course, if they're a big company, they prepare for times like this, but I bet they're really scrambling to try to sell enough product to stay in business. Because gold and silver dealers, just like any other salespeople, they make money on their sales. They don't make money on the value of the items. They buy at their margins, and margins are low. I mean, the same as this gold ring. The return on investment is really bad compared to fishing lures. At the auction, I bought a tackle box full of old fishing lures for $30, and yesterday I sold one lot of them for 20. So I'm already 2/3 break even on that. And I put up like 6 listings yesterday of fishing lures.
Did you get any good stuff? I know I missed that show, but did you get anything good at the rummage sale on Thursday?
I don't even remember what I got. Um, Gosh, what did I get?
Sorry, I have to keep adjusting my blanket. It's cold here.
Let me look at what I got listed. Let's see. Uh, da, da. Yeah, I got a baseball bat. I got a Cutco knife. It already sold for 29. Paid 5 for it. See, on a Cutco knife, you pay 5 and you sell it for 29. That's way better return on investment than a gold
Yeah.
ring. But the problem is, the margins on gold and silver are so much smaller. You have to pay a lot to get the good stuff. But one sale make $110 take home pay. What's wrong with that? Well, probably nothing. I mean, yeah, you gotta spend money to make money.
I got the heater on out here in the sunroom,
The heater,
Texas.
is it cold there?
Yeah, it's cold to me.
Cold to me. Okay. It's cool here. It's 51.
I don't know what it is here today. Oh, it's 50 here, but I'm cold.
Yep, waiting for silver to drop a little then make a $3,000 order. I mean, that's the way to do it. Buy low, sell high. That's the moral of the story. But it did drop this morning. It may be it may be a good time to buy like right now. Cause I thought the floor was going to be around 28 bucks, but man, it crashed through that.
What is it now?
It's 27.30. I'm like, that's a big drop. Ooh, it dropped even more. 27.08. It may
You
go
get
down. It may go down past 27. I don't know. It's headed to the floor. But
what's the lowest you've bought silver at?
the lowest,
Yeah.
my first ounce of silver I bought in 1976 for $5. Except for like garage sale. If you go to a garage sale and you're looking through the jewelry and you see something that's marked sterling silver, how much you want for this necklace? Oh, $2. You're making. I mean, that would be the absolute lowest I pay for silver. Sell, sell, sell.
Let
Yeah.
me ask Chastity something directly. Chastity, there you say you're in upstate South Carolina. Um, that means you're not in Greenville, because if you lived in Greenville, you'd be saying Greenville, because everybody thinks that if you live in Greenville that you live in the best place in South Carolina. But I digress. There used to be a huge flea market up in that neck of the woods. Do you know what I'm talking about? And is it still there? And do you ever buy anything from there? Or has it got to be all this Chinese crap being sold?
I tell you what, that uh oh, what's his name? The big clothing seller guy. Tech and Sports. His main sourcing is from flea markets.
Yeah, that's it. Anderson Jockey Lot. Is it still there?
So Neo bought a bunch of silver for a really good price, $12 an ounce. Jeez, that's been a while though, hasn't it? So you know that grandma I used to buy from,
Mm-hmm.
that old lady.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if she's passed yet. She was like almost 90 then. Anyway, her daughter has some stuff she wants me to buy. She wants me to buy a sterling silver um, flatware set. But last time I tried to deal with her, she was way out of line on prices. But she wants to sell it to me this week sometime, so I'll go look at her stuff again. Yeah, target the old ladies.
Yeah.
The
Todd's
one,
smooth with them.
the one that wants to sell to me is about my age, so I don't feel sorry for her. I mean, she knows what she's got, and she ain't gonna take cheap. But and she's kind of blunt. She flat out says, "Todd, you need to come and buy this stuff." Like, oh, I do, do I? Oh, I got a new offer.
Leg, I want you to know that you're a topic of conversation in our family at odd times. We were on the cruise, and I told Roberta, I said, I'd really like to get all the resellers together and do a cruise. And she said, yeah, but Lag would have to have one of the big cabins so he could have plenty of room for his 4 kids. Because, I always say that you're a mother of 4. So there, you're famous. Even the non-reseller talks about you.
Okay. Rockport, shoes. He wants to pay $15 for these $20 shoes. Should I take it? I think I paid $3 or $4, maybe $5 at the most. It's better return on investment than a gold ring, but it's sure not as much money as a gold ring. I guess I'll take the offer just because I wanted cha-ching during the show. That's worth a couple of bucks to me. Huh?
Good morning, Tactical.
All right, here we go. I'm accepting the order. It's going to Cohutta, Georgia, wherever that is. Wait, I better see how much shipping I've got on it. $8 shipping. Yeah, that'll get it there fine. Okay. You know, when you look at your own listings, why is there a buy it now button on there? You're not going to buy from yourself. Is it possible to buy from yourself?
I thought that was against the rules.
But then why have the buy it now button on when you look at your own listing?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I thought that was against the rules if you to buy from your own self, because that's like pushing the price, but or maybe that's just in auctions. Oh, somebody got.
Cha-ching! Yeah, I gave him those shoes 25% off. I probably shouldn't have. I probably should have countered. Take it. Rockport sucks for me. I enjoyed using Rockport shoes when I was teaching because they were just a hell of a lot more comfortable than regular dress shoes. And they still, they look okay with khakis for teaching and stuff. Todd, you can buy from yourself by accident and your account will be banned. Really? Huh. I didn't know that. But then why have a buy it now button on your when you go look at your own listing?
Are you logged in to your eBay account, or are you just looking at like a quick look through?
Yeah, I'm always logged in. It's like I got like an automatic login with Google or something.
So somebody else up the chat said, "Do you are you logged in?" Yeah, this is a damn good blankie too. It's nice and thick. Got fuzzy stuff on the backside.
Put it over your head like a babushka.
Nah, it's too heavy for that.
The eBay software prevents it. But then why have the buy it now button when you look at your own listing? That's
Because
just,
it's easier. It's easier just to leave it out. I mean, to leave it in.
I guess.
Yeah, maybe so, Mr. Sadie.
How funny. What a character. So I can see the listing as others see it. Well, I guess that makes sense, but I mean, it's still an option to hit that button if I wanted to. It's highlighted in blue.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what all ports of call did you go to on your vacay?
We went to one place I can't even remember. It was like a private island type thing. Oh,
Must
it
have
was
been
in the Dominican Republic,
must have been special.
Puerto Rico, and St. Thomas. St. Thomas was pretty.
They didn't stop in Haiti so you could see the
No, we
gangs
weren't too far
fight.
away from Haiti, though. People weren't. That's the one. That was the place in Dominican Republic. It's I can't remember what the name of it is because it's like if you're not on a Carnival ship, I don't think you go there. But
Don't
it's
Haiti and Dominican Republic share the same island?
yeah, there's a borderline.
So, but they're different countries. So the
Hmm.
one is a safe place to go, and the other half of the island is not a safe place to go.
Yeah, pretty much so.
And they paid.
Oh, you're from Puerto Rico, Lag?
He's from Puerto Rico. Lag Lag's first name is Juan. Juan Lag.
One Lag. Uh,
Pe- Pedro Lag.
let's see. Would he not be Yag? Don't they say Y's for L's, or is it L's for Y's?
Y's for
Yeah, I
L's
think it
for
is the
sure.
island of Hispaniola.
Yeah,
But it
but
was
it's they're not that. I mean, they're on the same island, so
yeah,
it seemed like if one half would be run by gang thugs, the other half would be too. But Puerto Rico's always been a vacation destination.
yeah. Well, it's also a not a principality. It's a protectorate of the United States. It's not a state, but it's almost there. So it's easy to come and go out of Puerto Rico.
Lag. That stands for Lorenzo Asshole Gomez.
Oh Lord, it was nice down there. Next on our next one, I'm gonna have to pick up a couple things just to do with giveaways. Since people like Anissa will never get out of the United States.
Yeah, you come over the top of this mountain, you're gonna get your ass shot. Poor Lag, he needs a friend.
Yeah, like it's just like the United States. They just don't. They're not a state.
Yeah, they are a province of the United States, like Guam and American Samoa.
Oh, Mr. Sadie. Oh, Mr. Sadie. Don't fall to the dark side.
Look at that. Lag hadn't commented on my comment.
Oh, I thought she said you were taking her. And this, I thought you said you were taking your girls to Cambodia. I was like, what?
The Cambodian side of Canada is pretty rough, I
Well, I
hear.
didn't get any further than Cambodia, and I had to stop and relook. Oh Lord.
Time to go for an eye exam.
Yeah, I do have to go get them checked. It's about time. I'm supposed to do them every 6 months since I had that surgery on my eye. I don't know, Jake, Jabez.
I don't know, but that sounds familiar. Like I'm thinking maybe I've had to do some abbreviations in some of the times I ship stuff to Puerto Rico. I was surprised. I sent a package, I think Friday, to Puerto Rico, and Ground Advantage wasn't that bad. I was like, man, that's really not expensive. The shipping that I charged for the item was plenty. Look at my ass. Okay, that's his comeback for my calling him
Okay.
Lorenzo Asshole Gomez.
Nobody loves you like this crowd does, Lag. Just remember that. Not
All
even
right,
your mama loves you like we love you.
I'm gonna go fill up my coffee.
Go ahead. So while I've been gone, has everybody made a bunch of money? Because I had my store turned off. Yeah, I know that's not the way to be, but I just didn't want to deal with it. Because the last time we went on a cruise, I had it left when we went to Panama. Um, I left it on and had some sales, and people just like, well, they were canceling because I didn't meet my 2 day shipping. So eBay stood up for me on that. Said, hey, it distinctly said shipping will not happen until whatever day it was, like 2 days after I got back. And actually, I started shipping the day I got back, or the next morning, because we didn't get back till midnight. Speaking of which, there was a couple that was on this cruise that was on the Panama Canal cruise with us. And it took them 2 days to get out of Panama. I mean, not Panama, out of Tampa, because they missed their flight. Because the ship didn't get it into port on time. And that's just not Carnival. All the ships that come and go out of Tampa have that problem when the weather's bad. You know, I asked the UPS guy the other day, he was making a delivery. Could he tell a difference in the amount of packages that he's delivering since USPS ground became, active? And he said, you didn't hear from me, and I'll deny saying it, but yeah, there's a lot less home packages being delivered by UPS. And he said, I'm assuming it's all going USPS now. Mr. Sadie, as much if I had as much money as you do, if it took me 3 days to get a flight out of there, I wouldn't worry about it. Not at all. And especially when you get to be our age, Mr. Sadie, you know, there's a lot of other things to worry about besides missing a flight.
Uh, uh, tourist trap for the elderly.
That's all right. I had a damn good time. Thank you, Carnival.
Do you always eat in the fancy restaurant?
No, we eat all over the ship. We're either in the well, a lot of times we just go to the buffet and grab. Because people say, "Well, I'm going to gain 50 pounds while I'm on a cruise." No, you're not, unless you're a pig. Because we eat little meal because the buffet's open all day except for like between 3 and 5, and they're prepping for dinner. And so you run by there and grab a quick snack or something like that. But to sit down and just I've never sat down and ate a huge meal and at the buffet.
They keep
So
you they keep you pretty active on a cruise too if you do all the excursions and stuff.
yeah,
Like
and they have stuff on board the ship going all the time too. I mean, um,
get out, walk around, and go
yeah,
tour the town that you dock at for 6 hours and stuff like that.
and you don't
Yeah, I got a left arm.
um, y- you don't have to go. Okay, because there's been such bad reputation now. A lot of time they have redone the way the end of the dock is, where they have a lot of shops and things like
Oh,
that. So you don't even have to get out of the controlled area if you're worried about, bad people. So we just get out. If we don't do anything except walk down the pier, which is a Todd knows, walking the pier down to the to dry land can be quite a walk.
yeah.
Um,
It's almost always about half a mile.
yeah, seems like it, because most of those ships are 1,000 feet long, or almost 1,000 feet long, the big ones. But anyway, um, you just walk down there, you do some shopping, and get back on the ship. And there's so many people. Like we talked to this one couple who they take a cruise every other month, and they haven't been off of the ship in Nassau in 3 years. But they just like the cruising life, and they gamble, and they're elite members, so they get all that stuff paid for free. You know what? Oh, oh, in let me get them straight here. Puerto Rico, I know Scott would be glad. There's a Walgreens not too far away from the port. I mean, it's walking distance. Uh, so I actually went into it, and it's just like a Walmart. I mean, a Walgreens down here, except a lot of stuff is in Spanish, more so than up here. And then I didn't see any bargains. They didn't have they. One thing I noticed, they did not have all the two for buy two get one free things like Walgreens does. And yeah, maybe I can get him to go on a cruise now, because he's got to go to that Walgreens in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
But yeah. So if you go to Puerto Rico, seek out the Walgreens. And just FYI, pop if you need anything, creams. Lag probably needs some creams of various types. Uh, you can, any kind of stuff like that. That's when you want to get it. Don't buy it on ship unless you got to really have it, because it's a 250 tube of cream on. Okay,
Cream
250 thing of toothpaste on dry land will cost you $8 on a cruise ship.
creams of various types. I know. It's that. What's that ointment to get rid of crabs and uh,
Don't get me started. I need lots of creams. Yeah, I bet you do. Uh, Tactical Z cruises are all over the place and price. And we're losing our cruise port here in South Carolina, so um, we're either going to have to go to Norfolk, Virginia, or to Jacksonville, which will be our closest ports. Which, if you draw a circle around Charlotte, like connecting with Jacksonville, Mobile's just about as far as um, it's becoming part of the inner circle. We've got some good offers to what's the cruise port that y'all go out of in Texas, Todd? Galveston.
mhm.
We've got some good offers to take some cruises out of Galveston. Just the airfare's so damn expensive. No, thank you. Run down to the clinic. Go down to the
Yeah.
clinic. I've not gone out of New Orleans. I've not been out of New Orleans. Actually, I have not been out of New Orleans directly. I've cruised through New Orleans. We went on a cruise out of Tampa, and one of the port of calls after Mexico was into New Orleans, and that's the only time I've been to New Orleans. And we were up we were near the Riverwalk Mall, I think is what it was called. And but I mean, we were like 2 blocks away from it. That's when I learned about the drinking laws of Louisiana. My best friend and I were sitting drinking big, tall, frozen drinks, and our wives were shopping, and they came back and said, "We're ready to go," and we're like, "We're not ready to go yet. We haven't finished our drinks." And the bartender, and this is a bar in the middle of the damn mall, just out like a any other kiosk. And the girl said, "Oh, you can take them with you." And I'm like, "Well, we got to walk back to the ship. We'll be out on the street." She says, "That's no problem. You're in New Orleans, because in South Carolina they will lock you up for public drunkenness." It was I mean, it was a pretty town. We went down to the cemetery, and they showed us where they filmed the film part of Interview with a Vampire. I mean, it's I grew up in the suburbs of Charleston. They ain't got nothing that Charleston don't got, including mosquitoes and humidity of 500% and extreme heat. So there. What's a tourist trap? Kent, Louisiana, New Orleans.
Oklahoma City.
Okay, I don't know anything about the geography of Oklahoma City. Is there a major river or something near? Because Texas, they have cruises on the Mississippi and the Ohio and whatnot.
There's a uh, shipping lane on the I believe it's the Arkansas River. But the closest they come to Oklahoma City is the port of Catoosa. Uh, no, I don't think any cruise lines go to Oklahoma City.
Well, you know what? Those
They're
Mississippi cruises are not cheap. They are expensive, and there's no casinos. And
really?
probably the average age is 68. But I've always wanted to do one. I just thought it'd be fun. Tom Sawyer.
But I don't think I would want to cruise on a shipping channel. It's,
No,
I mean, that's all it is. It's just a dredged out river, so
right.
they had to make it deeper so the shipping barges could get up and down it. But Catoosa's got to be like 80 miles from Oklahoma City. That would be the closest a cruise ship could get to Oklahoma City. But yeah, the Arkansas River runs down to the Mississippi.
Okay.
But you wouldn't want to cruise on it, I don't think. It's just backwoods Oklahoma and Arkansas.
Well, there was a lady that was on the cruise, and she was sitting beside me at a slot machine one day, and she's a writer, and she does a lot of writing out on the balcony of her ship. That's what she does on the days of at sea. She writes under three different pen names, she said, depending on what she's writing about. And oh, Jesus Christ, you should have seen some of the people on this cruise. Pardon my use of phrase there. Oh Lord. There's some people that have no shame. There was one lady had on a thong. I questioned that she really had on a thong. One of the pen names is Lag. I wouldn't doubt it. Maybe that was the reason she was so friendly. You knew me. Like she Lag knew me. So Todd, you're not leaving till what, September?
July.
July. I'll get it right one of these days. Well, you need to send me the exact date so I can put it in my planner so I don't plan anything that week.
Whatever.
Laga start up a show while we're gone and take all our viewers, our many viewers. Uh,
Yeah, count on lag. He'll back us.
so anyhow, I did turn my store back on this morning. Got laundry to do, which it just gets washed and repacked in the suitcases for the next trip.
Lag, if you did a show, I would watch it.
Let me tell you what, if you did a show, I would pay one of these sites to send viewers to watch that show. I keep telling you, you need to get on one of these sites where you can create the animated character and get a voice changer and come on our show one morning.
No, you don't. Unless they're private. I do have another YouTube channel. I like taking videos on like the European vacation,
Right.
and the other people that spend like a week with you riding in a bus, you get to be pretty good friends with them. And I always do a collage of different stuff on a video and put it on that channel and share it with those folks. But it's private.
I'm, well, I didn't really look at anything, look to see if there was any privates. I just clicked on one video and see what was going on to see if Lag was actually in it, but alas, he wasn't. She wasn't. But I've had a week of fun. Now it's time to get back to work. What I do is work.
Thong con.
No, I'm serious. Next time I'm going to have my camera hidden, and I'm just going to make a compilation of people that shouldn't wear this suit, and I'll I'll put it up on uh Insta.
Yeah, one of those cruises we went on, they had one swimming pool for adults only and one swimming pool for the kids and everybody family.
Right.
But yeah, just to have a video camera going all the time at the adult pool, that would be fun.
Well, I'm proud to say I have never been in a pool or a hot tub on a cruise ship. Because one, there's too many children in one of them, and there's too many drunks in the other one. I don't
Oh
want the
man.
chlorine eating my skin up, my old dry skin up, because they're trying to combat the urine. And John's going to be gone for what, a month on a cruise? Is that what he said in the chat? Or did I dream that?
What?
John, old John from Scott's show.
Yeah, he says he's going for a month, and I'm like, dang, that's a long cruise.
Well, we talked to our cruise director at one time, and who is a really nice guy named James, really great at his job. And he did back in here before he became a cruise director. He went on a world, or he was on a around the world cruise, and we said, "What did you think of it?" He says, "Been there, done that." So it's not on his priority list again. He said it was good, but he was also working, so it wasn't like he was sitting in a cabin someplace.
Yeah.
But he said it was long, and even some of the guests he talked to were talking. They were getting kind of tired after a while. But we would just go down to like the one of the piano bars and drink coffee and play cards. Because we don't lay in the sun. Neither one of us is supposed to be out in the sun a lot because of meds we're on. And that's something you have to think about, people, if you decide to take a cruise, is you're going to be out in the sun a lot. Are you on any meds that say no prolonged, sunlight? Oh man, there was some people sitting at one table, and there was a lot of a lot of $25 coins on that daggum table.
Mm.
And there was one woman, Barbie, which we got to know. Um, she's she's the person I was saying that goes on a cruise every other month, and that the cruise line pays. That's because she plays a lot of cards, and she had a big old stack of coins of chips in front of her. And her husband doesn't gamble. He just goes to shows and eats and sits on the balcony and reads, but she is a big time gambler. She sat at a slot machine beside me and dropped $800. I know.
Dang.
Yeah, that's it, Kent. She's, like I just said, she dropped $800. But you got to think about it. Say you drop 2,500 on a cruise in the casinos. If you're getting a free balcony, that's $2,500 right there. And you always get free drinks. So that's another $400 or $500. And they wine you and dine you. You eat in the daggum fancy steakhouse every night and all that kind of stuff. Thank you, Mr. Sadie. I appreciate that. Nobody else said that. So, God almighty, we've been gone for a week and nobody's messed with the phone. So now, We keep getting somebody from um, over in the Spartanburg area calling us trying to get me to sign up for some kind of Medicare crap. Oh, did you lag? I'm sorry. Thank you, lag. I appreciate it. Oh, it's not you guys. I tell you what, it's pathetic. And by the way, if you happen to talk to a real person, if you happen to if you have a landline and you actually talk to a person, ask them what the name of their firm is and what their whatever state that you live in, as in this case North Carolina, what their North Carolina license is. Bet you they'll hang up because they can't even discuss Medicare with you unless they are working for a licensed insurance company in your state. So there. But nobody seems to have a landline except me, so I guess it's not a big problem unless they're calling your cell phones. You were on the call with a vendor? So anyway, it was fun, but all good things have to come to an end for a while. Roberta's looking at something in the middle of the summer. We are going back off in December, but that's just for a short cruise right before Christmas. And it's one of the last cruises out of Charleston.
Oh, well, Phil. Dang.
Dang.
Tell your wife much love and
Yeah, we're very sorry to hear that. But I was danging I got 3 offers in the mail for last arrangements.
hmm.
Well, Pink, we have because Roberta had her liver transplant, we get calls from her doctor's office, and it'll be like one of the nurses is using either their own cell phone or their like one of the hospital phones or doctor's office's phones that are not marked as from that office. So we answer phone calls unless it's one that's already been blocked. And that's the reason we still have a cell phone. I mean, we have a landline is because of that. If I had my way, I would have another line that just for family and friends, like I'd make sure you had it. And unless the phone number was logged into the system, into the call log, it would immediately block them. So if that line rang, we'd know it's either family or a friend.
Swamp in the house.
Hey, Swamp. So anyhow, I've rambled enough. So
Rambled enough.
you got some big things to do today?
Oh, I got 11 orders to pack and ship. The number of orders isn't very much, but because of that ring, the dollar amount is pretty high. It's good to have, if no other reason, it's good to have the money back in the
Right.
kitty to go buy more stuff.
Yeah, because Miss Gwen's going to be wanting to spend some of that money when you take her to Europe again.
Yep.
Mr. Sadie, remember the days when you could get in your car and you could escape phone lines? You know, because there wasn't cell phones. So it was, you could turn some music on. Speaking of which, Mr. Todd, can I interest you in some extended service on your truck? Um,
Yeah.
but now you can't even just go to the bathroom without a phone. I remember a friend of my mom and dad, when they built their new house, they had a phone. Like to the left of their toilet was a toilet paper roll dispenser, and above it was a shelf for a princess style, not princess style, like a French, you know, style telephones, the ones that had like the ivory base and the gold piece that clips down straight down on the top of it. And I was thinking, who the hell wants to talk to somebody while they're sitting on the john?
Yeah. Last week at garage sales, I bought 9 packages
Band-aids?
of no. In honor of Scott, I bought a bunch of ass pads,
Okay.
and I sold them all to one customer, and I mean that's good. However, the buyer lives in Maine, so and I always do average fixed fixed rate shipping, so I lost about $10. You know, if I'd sold them in Oklahoma, it would have made $10 more on them than I did. Yeah, I didn't have a box big enough for all of them, so I had to put them in 3 different boxes. I had to print 3 different address labels for the ass pads. I only had boxes big enough to fit 3 at a time.
You can find a bigger box?
No, I didn't have any, and I
I
mean
mean,
they were
are they in a good sized box themselves? I mean, I don't know anything about what you're talking about.
uh they're in
Like,
sort of rectangular plastic bags,
oh, okay.
and so I just put 3 of those bags in a box, and then had to get another box and put 3 in it, and another box and put 3 in it. So I'm like, I didn't make much on my ass pads.
I hate that. Yeah, Nissa. Back when you were a kid, we read the cereal boxes to the point we could read them. Well, I had two brothers, so we didn't let go. We went through cereal boxes pretty fast.
Problem is, Kent, if I'd put all 9 packages in one big package anyway, then it would probably be over the USPS limit on dimensions to where it gets really expensive. So I figure it was kind of a wash either way.
Can you vacuum pack them?
Suck the air out of those ass pads.
I'm just asking, just to vacuum them down. Get one of those space bags,
Suck, suck them down to the size of a Band-Aid box and
yeah.
uh, put a little note in there saying this. When you open the package, stand back. It may explode a little bit.
That's right. You'll find out how absorbent they are.
How funny.
That's terrible. All right, I gotta go.
Yeah, I got to go too.
I got.
Folks, have a great week. Are you going to do a show tomorrow,
Yeah,
Tom?
I'll do a show tomorrow.
It's about friggin' time.
Sorry, I was on holiday.
Holiday? Were you
Yeah,
on holiday?
I was on holiday.
All right, folks, we'll see y'all later days and later hours and stuff like that.
Bye.
Maybe we can even get Scott to do a show. That he didn't even do a show last week. I had all 5 days by myself.
Well, you could have taken the day off.
Well, no, I had some cool people. Even Anissa came on and did a show with me.
Really?
Yeah,
I am so freaking offended.
and Ping did a couple of shows with me,
Well, thank
and
y'all for coming in and supporting the old dude. So
Sadie came on one or two, I think. And, oh, we had a big old time with you gone. It was like
okay.
when
Well,
the cat's away. Yeah,
I guess.
Ping and
All
her
right.
pets. Yeah, Ping's got 24-hour a day crickets.
Well, they're supposed to be lucky. So
Yeah,
anyway,
they are.
all right. Have a great one, Todd.
Bye.
Bye, guys.